What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hopefully, you're having a great day. So, today, this is the Young and the Restless review. Today's episode, I enjoyed it. First of all, I love the scene between Ashley and Victoria. Even though they're butting heads over Newman Enterprises, it was cool to see them interact and Ashley be sympathetic to Victoria when she heard about, Victoria and JT. Um, because Victoria automatically assumed Ashley was going to judge her. But in my mind, before Ashley even said anything, I'm like, Ashley really can't judge her because Ashley had a few failed marriages herself and a few failed relationships, engagements, the whole nine. She had quite a few. So, and even Ashley pointed that out. She was like, hell, she went through a few divorces herself. She's unlucky in love, you know. So I'm glad that even though they're business rivals, when the chips were down, Ashley was there for Victoria. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Um, Reed, in my opinion, Reed need to ass whooping. I'm just saying. I understand why he's upset. His parents just got back together. They're engaged, and now all of a sudden they're broken up, and his dad is moving out again. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why he's frustrated, why he's upset, but for him to blame his mother for it, and I can understand why he blamed her because he don't know the whole story. You know what I'm saying? He don't know the details. But in my opinion, he needs an ass whooping. I'm just saying. Like for him to sit there and tell his mother, "Oh, I'm going to my friend house. I'm staying the night at my friend house." First of all, you're a minor. You don't dictate to your mother where you're going. You ask permission. You don't tell her I'm going to a friend's house. Ask for permission. See, this is why I feel like on soap operas, people need to start. I feel like the writers need to start incorporating ass whoopings. I'm just saying because it's more realistic. Growing up, a lot of us got our ass whooped. I'm just saying. Let's not sugarcoat it. We got whoopings. You get out of line, you get disrespectful, you got your ass whooped with a belt. Some got extension cords. Whatever. You got your ass beat. Now, I understand they don't want to put that on TV because it's probably not politically correct or whatever, but it's realistic. Come on, that's realistic parenting. You whoop your child's ass when they disrespect and they get out of pocket. Like the way he just told her, "I'm going to my friend's house," and slammed the door on his way out. You couldn't do that when I was growing up. In my house, you couldn't do that. You would get your ass whooped. You slam a door if you want to. You pop off an attitude if you want to. You got your ass beat. Simple, simple. Now, like I said, I understand his frustration, but you need to tone it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out. You're the child. You're still a minor. You still live under your mother's roof. Get these hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is you? I would have been like, who is you talking to? First of all, I would have yoked his little ass up by his neck. Like, you ain't slamming my doors. Like, you go sleep at the bus station. I'm just saying, like, Vicky need to put her foot down with that boy. Um, but yeah, I get the frustration though. Then he had Crimson Lights. You know, Sharon was wondering why he was at Crimson Lights instead of in Hawaii on his vacation. And, basically he told her that, JT and Vicky broke up and stuff like that. And Billy heard about it. So Billy went to go check on Victoria or whatever. And she just broke down, started crying. He offered to take the kids for a few days, which I thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? Because she needs a break. She needs a break. I feel bad for Victoria though. She's like an ice queen at work, but I do feel bad for her because nobody should be abused. JT was so abusive. He had the trifecta of abuse. He was verbally abusive, emotionally abusive, physically abusive. Like he was just all of that in one. Like he just did all the abuse, and she didn't deserve that. Sometimes I can't stand Victoria because she's mean and stuff, but nobody deserves to be abused in any way, whether it be physical, verbal, emotional. You do not deserve it at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad she walked away from that situation before it got worse. And trust me, when you're being abused by somebody, it can get worse, to the point where somebody can die. So I'm glad she walked away from that situation. She had the strength to walk away because not everybody does. Not everybody has the strength to walk when they're dealing with abuse. They just suffer through. But she walked away. So I'm happy for that. Another person who needs to get put in their place, Kyle. I like the actor who playing Kyle. I think he's a good fit. Now, as far as the character trying to take Jabot public and all these machinations that he's pulling, or the strings he's pulling, Ashley and Billy need to shut him down. Jack is in jail, so he can't right now. They need to shut him down because that little boy is playing a big boy game, and I don't think he's ready. And I agree with Ashley and Billy. Like Kyle teaming up with Victor, it's not smart. And if he thinks about double crossing Victor, that's equally not smart. And you can't really trust Victor. You know what I'm saying? Kyle thinks that him and Victor, were close or whatever over the years. Maybe so, but Victor would stab his own mama in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you think he wouldn't? Kyle is a fool if he think not. Victor don't care nothing about you. You're just, you know, a means to justify the ends. That's all it is. Um, Victor will use him just like Victor uses a lot of other people. So Kyle is a fool if he thinks otherwise. He is playing a deadly game. And he thinks that he's conniving and he's smart enough to outsmart his father and Billy and Ashley. Boy, they've been outsmarting you before you were itching your daddy's pants. I'm just saying. These people have been around the block. You don't think Ashley and them and Jack have schemed and plotted to get to where they are? Of course they have. Of course. That's what they continue to do sometime when they have to. Manipulate, plot, scheme, do what they gotta do. So for Kyle to think that he's gonna win, it's a moment, it's a temporary victory. The only reason he's winning is because Ashley works at Newman. Abby works at Newman. So there's nothing really they can do other than get the board to vote Kyle out. Honestly, I can't really at this point see the board of directors voting Kyle out as acting CEO of Jabot because taking Jabot public could be good financially for the company. You know what I'm saying? Like it definitely could be good for them. But what Ashley and Billy and Jack are worried about is a hostile takeover. That's why they don't want to take the company public. Because look what happened years ago when Jack took the company public. Victor bought out the entire company. They can't risk having that happen again. For Victor to take over Jabot, they can't risk it. And they know that's exactly what's going to happen if they don't do something. So Ashley, in my opinion, the only thing she should do is try to use the fact that Jack may not be John Abbott's son. That way, Jack is not a blood Abbott. Kyle isn't a blood Abbott, and the only blood Abbotts left are Billy and Tracy. We all know Tracy not going to take over Jabot, so that leaves Billy. And Billy recently resigned at Chancellor as co-CEO. So, I mean, these people change jobs every 5 minutes. So they do. They change careers like every minute. It's like, damn, like what job is they gonna have tomorrow or the next day? I bet you they drive payroll crazy. I already know they do. People down in human resources and stuff, I know they pissed. Cause every time they turn around, it's somebody changing jobs. It's like, damn. I wish the world worked like that where we could, get fired from a job, get another job the next day, quit a job, get another job next day. I wish the world worked like that in real life. Like seriously, we will all have a crazy resume. I'm just saying. Our resume be like, oh, we worked here from Tuesday, March 3rd to Wednesday, March 4th. You know what I'm saying? Our resumes would be ludicrous. Um, so yeah, Kyle is playing a big boy game. I don't think he's ready to play this game. He's gonna lose in the long run. Um, I actually like the fact that Sharon wanted to throw this party for Victoria, even after she heard that Victoria and JT broke up. She still wanted to do the party because she felt like, okay, that's more reason to celebrate. Mariah was against it. Mariah was like, I don't think we should do it. I kind of understood where Mariah was coming from because she was like, Victoria number one doesn't have any friends, which is sad. Like a 40-year-old woman ain't got no type of friends. I said, that's sad. Um, then on top of that, you know, it's kind of in bad taste in a way. I think Mariah felt because who's gonna go to the party, and does Vicky even feel like partying? You know. So Sharon called Abby. Abby hung up on her. So that was funny as shit though. When Abby hung up on Sharon, that was hilarious. Like I'm like, you really thought Abby was gonna go to that party? Hell no. So she ended up calling Billy to see if Phyllis wanted to come to the party. I said, oh Lord. So you're basically gonna have a party with a bunch of women in there that don't really like each other. I mean, the only person that everybody pretty much cool with is Mariah. That's the only person they're all cool with. But with each other, hell no. Nikki and Vicky, they can't stand Sharon. Phyllis don't like Sharon. Sharon don't like Phyllis. Sharon don't like Nikki. And Nikki and Victoria don't really like Phyllis. So it's like y'all all together, but y'all don't like each other. So it was kind of like a women empowerment kind of party. So they all showed up at Victoria party. Nikki showed up. They all getting drinks and stuff like that. Mariah started getting pissy drunk, and Mariah revealed to everybody that she kissed the girl and she liked it. As soon as she said I kissed the girl and I liked it, I was expecting her to break out into the Katy Perry song. I kissed the girl and I liked it. I was expecting her to do that. That shit would have been hilarious. I'm just saying. Mariah was super drunk. And I'm like, damn, how she drunk already? She only had like 3 drinks. She's such a lightweight. She is a lightweight. How you get drunk off 3 drinks? I was like, really? 3 drinks can't even get me tipsy. I'm just saying. I don't even get tipsy off of three. And she was drunk off of three. I said, hell no. So after they was all drinking and stuff like that, they started revealing little tidbits about each other. After Mariah revealed that she kissed the girl and she liked it, Nikki finally admitted to everybody that her and Victor are in an open relationship after Phyllis pretty much busted her out about Ontario. But Nikki was like, they're in an open relationship, but she was like, Victor still come first. That's when the doorbell rang. Of course, it was JT. He him and Victoria was talking on the porch and he heard the laughing from inside, so he got mad because he felt like she threw a party to celebrate them breaking up. JT is crazy. So JT pretty much came near to beg Victoria to take him back for one last chance, manipulate her into taking him back. I love how Victoria just stood her ground. Victoria was like, "No, I'm not taking you back. Get the hell off my property." I freaking loved it. I loved it. Victoria just stood her ground with him. She was like, "I'm not taking you back. I don't want you back. We're done. I'm good. Get the fuck off my property." I love how she stood tall to him. I love it. She's done allowing him to manipulate her. So when she went back into the house, she finally just broke down and admitted to everybody that JT physically abused her. And everybody was just shocked. Nikki was there to comfort her and stuff like that. And I'm happy because, she finally told everybody what was going on. You know, I wish that the abuse storyline could have played out longer so we could really see the dynamics of abuse because I felt like it was a little too short. But I do like the storyline. I hate that the writers are kind of doing that to JT because he was never this way. JT was never abusive, not emotionally, physically, or otherwise. He was never abusive. So I kind of feel like they're tarnishing the character, but I kind of understand why they're doing it, because JT, I don't think obviously was ever to come back full time, but it does look like they might kill him off. So that kind of sucks too that they're killing off the JT character if that happens. It kind of sucks, but I can understand why the writers would want to go this way. Some people online are complaining about it or whatever, but I mean, sometimes you got to shake things up. That's how TV works. You know what I'm saying? You just got to shake shit up. You got to be willing to make major moves. You know what I'm saying? That's how you keep the ratings and that's how you keep things interesting because you got to do things that you feel the fans think that you would never do. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do that because it's necessary. And it opens up the door for future storylines. And I feel like this new one, if JT dies, it will open up a new storyline for everybody else. But I enjoyed this episode, thoroughly enjoyed it. So hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see y'all all later. Peace.